Tattoos. To some people, they're to remember someone. For others, it's the addiction of pain. But for all, it's a part of their identity.
Do you think like once you fully become a tattoo artist that you'll like only be identified by your tattoos?
Mostly, I mean, as you in the business, you get a lot as you go because you're around it so much. If you want to get into this industry properly, you have to make it your life.
I definitely think it's true with many people, as in a lot of people get tattoos as memorials, a lot of people get tattoos which symbolise something that's happened specifically to them.
It's for my dad, who passed away nearly 4 years ago. It says rest in peace. It's in Spanish, the bottom line. It says adorado y recordado para siempre. Yeah, both my parents are Spanish, and it would be nice to get a mix of, well, my blood, you know, Spanish blood, and my nationality is English. In the past, I always remember him, you know, and every day I look in the mirror or anything, I always see it in photos, everything. So I'll never forget. And when people say you regret it, I never will.
Live, love, laugh, but in Spanish. Well, it's obviously because there's Spanish far back in my family, but it was more just because I was pathetic and I wasn't 18 and I knew Colin would tattoo me, and I thought, why not get a good old foreign writing? Probably the only one my mum wasn't screwing about. I literally got this and used the excuse to my mum that it was because my brother got engaged and we all got it.
Do you feel that that tattoo relates to your identity?
At my granddad's funeral in Scotland, my grandma was doing like a speech about reincarnation, and a butterfly came into the church, and then she had this big old theory that that was him, and that was him going around. I think there's getting obvious tattoos so everyone knows what they mean, or then there's getting like subtle ones where they mean something to you, and obviously when people ask, yeah, like the fox, but when people ask, but it's not obvious when they're just looking at it. So I reckon they do tell a story about the past, but not necessarily to everyone. People might not notice it.
Having a tattoo is taking out a part of your personality and engrave it on your skin.
They all have different memories to them, which is quite cool. I mean, the very first one I got here, when I was 18, I was actually up north with a old friend of mine that I haven't seen in years. And I just remember exactly what I ate that day, how long it took, what we talked about. It was really fun.
I used to have a very small tattoo on my shoulder when I was younger. And as I got older, your skin changes and it starts to what they call bleed. It doesn't actually bleed. It means that the ink looks like it's running. So I got the big one above it in black, which was a skull, to cover that up. But then you find it becomes addictive. You like getting it done. I like the gargoyle on my back. I love that because I like horror and Stephen King. The advice I'd give to teenagers, young people that want tattoos is don't. You will probably regret it. An old woman walking along, walking stick, with a spider on her arm, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're old, your body's going to look crap anyway, so...
Thanks for that, Ryan. They respond to my personality. I like horror, I like science fiction, I like weird things that aren't normal. How many people do you know that are nearly 50 in their life and got a spider on their arm? So, and it's quite funny, especially when people don't like spiders and they realise you've got one on your arm.
It's a big lifestyle, you know. You wake up, you're at the shop, you're tattooing, you go home and you're drawing again, and it's just non-stop. It kind of takes over your life and it becomes who you are.